So, about my introduction, so I have started the entire journey at ExtraaEdge in 2019. Again, to say this is my first job. So, as soon as my post graduation is done, so I have joined ExtraaEdge as customer success specialist, and it's been 4 years for me till now. So today I'm at a position of lead customer success at ExtraaEdge. So, talking about my hiring process at ExtraaEdge, that was again slightly a bit different when compared to other hiring process which I have done earlier. Right. So again, as this is my first job, uh, I didn't had a lot of exposure in terms of giving interviews and all, but I was quite prepared at that point of time. But not prepared for a few facts. Right. So my first interview was supposed to be done with Deepak Chauhan. He was a head of customer success. Right. And so I tried to reach out to them a couple of times, have waited for a day. So because I was waiting for the interview to be completed, the first day I have waited and the interview didn't happen. There was a second day again. I was supposed to complete that interview in that day, but again that day itself, again the interview didn't happen. So then I was quite surprised or kind of worried. What's going on. Maybe I have decided at that point of time that if in next one try, if it doesn't happen, then I won't be here. But luckily, it happened again around late in the evening. But again, from that point of time, the entire perception got changed, right? So in the hiring process, when I start speaking to the people here, right, it was a kind of a very general conversation, like very free. I was, never made to feel uncomfortable or kind of tensed out or nervousness, right? So it was completely free. But again, the interview process was definitely useful. I had one interview with head of customer success and then co-founder Mr. Sushil Mundala. So I had one round of interview with them, and then luckily I got through ExtraaEdge. And again, from there, the journey for 4 years have been amazing. I have learned a lot of things there. So my decision, in choosing the ExtraaEdge as my company to work with is that. So first of all, I preferred rather medium to small companies which are in their growth phase, right? Rather than a big MNC or something where I get a limited scope of learning, and also that was my first criteria in terms of selecting any company where I want to work with. Right. Second thing is that in some industry which is ever evolving, right? So where I always see a growth in the overall industry as well where I work, right? And again, when I see ExtraaEdge, have seen their journey, the products they offer as well at that point of time, and within a very short span they have achieved a great numbers in terms of growth, right? And again, secondly, education industry. It's again matching with my expectations, which is actually ever evolving. A small case which I can mention is that this is one of the very few industries or companies which sustained the severe impact of COVID, right? So I believe I have taken a right decision in choosing ExtraaEdge and again this particular industry. So that was my decision in joining ExtraaEdge. So for this question, Niti, again, it is fairly expected for everyone who is about to join ExtraaEdge or any other company in terms of salary or incentives. Or the third thing is that again, how timely are they getting their salary and incentives, right? So out of these three things, I have never seen any single case which is going out of the prescribed timeline or the expectations, etc. Right? Provided if you are giving your 100%. Right, you are providing outcomes again as expected by the company. The company ensures that it gives competitive, salary and hikes as well, right? So year on year, whenever you are having your pricing cycles, right, ensuring that it's competitive in the industry, right? So one small example also I can take is that even in the time of COVID, have never seen any cut downs or reduction in the hikes, etc. In the company, that definitely gives a clear sense how the culture of the company is aligned and how the founders or the leadership or team's thought process is aligned towards the employees of the company, right? Ensuring their growth, right? It was their primary objective throughout my journey. I have never seen any such cases, in the last 4 years. I have never again felt disappointed in terms of my salary or my hikes in the last 4 years. In terms of incentives, yes, if at all speaking about customer success in specific, so you get again incentives in terms of upsells you do, upsells or cross sales you do, and also the revenues you generate by renewing the customers, right? So which are your primary KRAs of any customer success manager in ExtraaEdge, right? So this has also been in thorough track from last 4 years, which I say, right? And there has been no deviation in this as well, where you get timely incentives every month. The incentives will be processed, right? And there is no delay in that as well. So in terms of these incentives as well, so the company is really doing very great, and also it doesn't let your expectations go down. So for anyone who is looking for an opportunity to work with ExtraaEdge, again, for growth, again, there are a lot of opportunities to look at, right? So they have multiple things to do, right? Even when I have started as a customer success specialist in 2019, like 4 years back, right? So apart from the primary KRA of a customer success in generic industry, right? So I got to do a lot of other things, right? For example, setting up the product myself, right? Configuring the product myself, working on some more technical areas in the product, right? Contributing in some other areas, other departments as well in terms of marketing as well, right? So I got to work with all of these together, right? So, and I have been still doing that, right, in multiple areas, ensuring I am working with multiple other departments as well, right? This continues to go on again throughout my journey in ExtraaEdge, and again the culture in ExtraaEdge allows you to do that, right? So in terms of growth, you definitely learn a lot of other things when compared to a customer success executive or a customer success manager in other companies or in the similar industry, right? So what I can strongly say is that the customer success at ExtraaEdge, right, is far better than any other customer success managers out there, right? So you get to know in and outs of the product, you get to know in and outs of the processes. What are you doing, right? So this is what I can proudly say. Every CSM, every customer success manager at ExtraaEdge is an expert in their own ways, right? So you don't get to see any kind of loose ends here. So that's how ExtraaEdge helped me grow in the company, right? One thing I have ensured I maintain throughout my journey is trust the process, right? Now, if you kind of don't like or think why am I doing what I'm not supposed to do, trust that, like, that makes you much stronger once you have done that and you see the outcome from it, right? And talking to my promotion journey again, it has been exciting, right? So in last 4 years, I have joined as customer success specialist, then promoted to senior customer success manager, and now I'm into lead customer success, right? A lot of responsibilities change, right? One thing in growth is that it's not just one way efforts from the company. You need to put 100 to 100% efforts from your side as well, ensuring that you are contributing at your individual level first, then towards your team level, then towards your company's level, right? Ensuring that you are doing those levels of growth while you are working. That is highly important for someone who is seeking growth and for someone who is seeking opportunity to work with ExtraaEdge, right? That's my suggestion for anyone who is joining in ExtraaEdge. If you do that, if you have that trust, if you work consistently towards whatever has been expected from you, then you definitely see the fruits of growth. Absolutely, yes, Niti, right? So having a flat hierarchy and also access to multiple people and multiple departments thoroughly, whenever you are working in ExtraaEdge, has definitely helped me, right? Again, first of all, to grow. And second thing, for the question you have asked, it has given me the autonomy to take decisions, right? I have never seen in my 4 years that any of my decision, maybe I might get I may get multiple ideas in terms of doing things, right? Maybe I can get some of the ideas for my own department. I can also see how other departments are working, and I might get some ideas for other departments as well. So I have never seen a case where even leaders from other departments have not considered these pointers, and have not actually given value to my decision, right? So if the decision is useful, they definitely take it forward, and you can see your decision implemented, and there are changes in the processes. Again, the second thing, very important thing, where most of the companies and maybe at a leadership level, they might miss out doing, is that if at all the decision is not correct, all right. So I have seen in all the cases, my leaders ensured that that my decision was not correct, and how this is supposed to be done, and what is the right approach of completing this. So it's just like complete yes or no. I have a complete clarity, but I was not under a dilemma that whether my opinions are being considered or not. So I had a complete freedom in terms of autonomy, again, in the company. And having said that, for someone who is joining fresh at ExtraaEdge, right? One suggestion is that ensure first to understand the culture, understand the work, understand what you're supposed to do, right? Be thorough at your individual contribution, right? So once you get past of all these things, then automatically you get to see growth, and you get to take autonomous decisions in multiple areas you own, right? And then the company definitely welcomes all those decisions, and you definitely don't see any blockers in those areas as well. And in terms of the culture, so at ExtraaEdge, I have seen the people, and the entire culture, a complete positive connect. The people are so cooperative, right? I have never seen any kind of distant operations, between the teams, right? So they're kind of, it's like a family. It's like you guys work like a family in ExtraaEdge, and if someone else in your family is suffering or is in trouble, right? So the entire team stands for them, and not necessarily just from the same department, right? So the entire company stands along and ensures that you are growing in your own pace, right? That's how the entire culture of the company is also set up. So definitely a very right point you have mentioned, Niti. By seeing all my answers above, it was all a kind of growth, incentives, salary, all these things, right? Again, you don't forget that this is not a cakewalk, right? So it is not that you are getting things as it is, whenever you're, when you're just joining into the company, right? You got to take a lot of challenges head on, right? You got to ensure you're doing new things on a day-to-day basis. You're growing yourself, you're learning new things from others or from your own work roles, right? And ensuring that you are growing day by day, right? That's how. So if at all you put 70 to 80% from your side, there is definitely the other remaining areas, the entire team gets together and helps you grow in the organization. So definitely, one point is that it's not a cakewalk. Second thing, you get new challenges on a day-to-day basis. But again, that's how you build strong, people. You build strong professionals. So I, as I've already told you, I can 200% say with confidence that the customer success managers at ExtraaEdge are, one of the top class in the industry, and they are kind of all-rounders. Right, that's how that's how the startup culture at ExtraaEdge goes, right? People get to do a lot of things, get a lot of challenges, learn from their challenges, get to do new mistakes, and again, mistakes will not be questioned immediately, right? It's not like they don't demotivate. I have also done a lot of other mistakes in my entire 4 years journey, but I have never felt any demotivation throughout the journey. The leaders were ensuring that okay, mistakes will be done, will happen. You learn from the mistakes and you proceed ahead. So I have always seen learning and growth in my journey, but never demotivated, right? And again, in short, If at all you're expecting growth, incentives, salary, and at the same time just a 9 to 5 work culture, then this is not the right place. You need to put your sweat in, right? You need to ensure that you are taking up new challenges, right? Ensuring you are growing yourself, and then that's where you can grow in the company. So, for anyone who is seeking opportunities in customer success profiles, so we are actively hiring team in customer success profiles as customer success managers. So you can directly go to our website's career page and drop your resumes there. Our team will be taking it forward.